Hey, beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I guess you can call it a podcast. And we are here today to talk about Ready to Love. Can it just be over already? I'm just ready for the reunion. I really am. Let's bring back the crazies because now it's just boring as all get out. Like, none of these people I care about, absolutely none of them. But let's get into it. All right, y'all. So the girls meet Tommy at his new spot that he don't want nobody in when he ain't there. I'm like, okay, Tom. Is his name Tommy? Hold on. Yeah, Tommy. I don't know why that just didn't sound right then, but yeah, nephew Tommy. Can I just say Sabrina be shitting on these girls? I'm sorry. Sabrina be shitting on these girls. And I think she's the oldest one there, shitting on you young girls. Because all just her natural beauty. Like, she dressed well, she carries herself well, her hair, she don't have, and I don't have anything against women who wear wigs. I don't. I have wig wearing women in my family. It's a beautiful thing. Switch it up. These women wear awful wigs. They don't look good. These women don't look good. But yeah, I just wanted to point out the fact that the oldest woman there, even though she's batshit crazy like the other ones, she be shitting on them. Go ahead, Sabrina. Okay, so at this meeting, nephew Tommy just lets them know that they have to take the men home to meet their, not their parents. He just said somebody in your family members, and figure out who you want them to meet or whatever. We start off with Sydney. So weird, you guys. She's sitting in the house with her mom and dad, and they're like, "Oh, Sydney, we love." First of all, her mom got the same kind of voice as her. Oh God. And she, "Oh, we love your part. We love your place." And I'm like, "Have you guys never been to her place?" And then Sydney's like, she's so nervous. She couldn't even dress herself. Her mom had to dress her. And I'm like, none of this is making sense. Like, ma'am, no, none of it is making sense. They're coming out real weird. Okay, then they jump to Aisha and her mother, and she has her brother there. And she's just so interesting looking. And then her brother looks exactly like her. Mom don't really even look like them. It's crazy, but it's very interesting looking. But anyway, yeah, we're going to wait for her date to get there. Who's her date? Dante. All right. Mr. Nobody. All right, then we have Theo coming through the door with two bouquets of flowers. It was very sweet. One for her mom and one for her. Yeah, her mom is a little irritating. I'm sorry. Just sitting there holding the little dog that has the necklace on and everything. It's just very... I forgot to add that he also brought Sydney's dad, I think, some brandy or something like that. But he bought him a bottle. As soon as he sits down, her mom asks about his finances and, "Do you have a savings account?" And she's like, "Mom, you can't ask that." Mom, you have no tact. Like, really. I'm not saying you can't be interested in how he's doing financially, if he's stable and all that, but why is that number one your first question? Why is it worded that way? Yeah, I'm not feeling her mama, y'all. Did I say that already? Yeah, her mom tells him that she needs a good man, and Sydney starts crying. It's just real ridiculous. "Oh my God, I do. I need a good man because I've been through a lot in my 33 years. Girl, really? Really? I wish I would sit there and cry in front of a man about needing a good man. I'm just not going to do it. Then her mom said something that I did like. She said, "Listen, if you're a player, just keep right on playing, but leave mine alone." And I said, "Oh, okay, I feel you on that one, Mom." And Phil took it, he was kind of smooth with it. He took everything in stride. It was all right. All right, then we had Dante meeting Aisha's mom and brother, and I guess that went well. The first thing the brother asked about was the fact that he has 3 different baby mamas and 3 different babies. And he's like, "Yeah, 2 of them remarried, and we're just all strictly platonic. We're all good." And I'm like, there's a lot of baby mamas and a lot of babies to deal with. But listen, if you like it, girl, go off. So I guess that was a good answer for them. They seem to have liked him. All right, so then we have Thick Ass Frank meeting Wig's parents, and they are from Africa. Of course, they're very strict. They want to know, how serious he is and if she's the only one. He says, no, she's not the only one. They don't like that answer. However, when he leaves, Mumin has to let them know, "I can't believe I actually called her by her name. Wig." And y'all look at her wig. That's how her wig has looked the entire show. And she be switching it up. For some reason, it still looked like that. Her different wigs all look the same. But she had to explain to her parents that, listen, this is a process. It's a game. Not so much a game, but it's a process. And he's just doing what he's supposed to do. And he was honest. So they respected that. So when thick ass Frank leaves, they get to talking about him, and her auntie is like, and her auntie's hair is terrible, you guys. Oh my god, I wish I could find the auntie in her hair. And she's like, yeah, he lost me talking about he was seeing somebody else because who's better than you? And I'm like, somebody with a better wig, maybe? Do you not see this girl's hair? Then we get to her in the confessional, and I'm not gonna lie, her face and everything looked cute, but the wig, the right side was sitting up super high. And I'm like, production is wrong. Any and everybody that's seen her and let her go on set looking like that. First of all, girl, you don't have a mirror? What the heck is going on with you in this hair? It's not even funny no more. Like, I'm offended. All right, so then we come back to see Shiloh and Phil need to talk to nephew Tommy. Why? Because apparently they went out to have a conversation about the fact that he didn't really answer her when she said, who's it gonna be? And he just kissed her and didn't say anything. So she wanted an answer. She wanted a definitive answer. And I'm like, girl, it's too much. Like, these women be doing way too much on this show. So I guess they had a conversation about it. She didn't like his answer. Perhaps he said he still don't know. She storms out. I guess she goes into an alleyway or whatever. He doesn't want her to get hurt or anything, so he goes to pick her up. She's like, get off me, don't touch me. Just super dramatic. And he picks her up and takes her back towards the car. It's all just dumb. It's all just really dumb. And Tommy asked them, have you guys been drinking? And I'm sorry, I'm not one to blame everything on alcohol, but it did sound like a whole bunch of just drunk shit. It really did. Like, oh my god, don't touch me. I'm gonna storm off because you're not choosing me. Don't touch. Like, it's too dramatic for somebody that you just met. Like, what is all that? The whole thing, stupid to me. So Tommy's asking questions, trying to decipher what happened, and trying to put himself in both parties' shoes. Like, yeah, she needs some space, so don't touch her. However, you walking down a alley, and it's not a great place to be, to the point where Phil said he didn't even want to be around there. So yeah, he says you guys just shouldn't have had that conversation at that bar on that night, this and that. And I'm like, yeah, y'all shouldn't have had that conversation, period. Because, girl, he's gonna choose you if he chooses you, and if he doesn't, then he doesn't. Why do you keep wanting to have a conversation with somebody like, choose me, pick me? Girl, fuck out of here with that. I don't know where I stand on this whole thing, you guys. I just feel like it's stupid. It just sounds like drunken stupidity, all of it. So nephew Tommy asks if they still like each other. Neither one of them say yeah. And he's like, I wouldn't give up that soon. I wouldn't give up that easy. And I'm like, first of all, I don't think Phil likes either one of them. I'm not going to lie. I said it before. I'll say it again. He only wants to sleep with Sydney because she throws herself at him like crazy. She doesn't even really like him like that, I don't think, because I think she was only interested in him, or is only interested in him, because he wasn't interested in her. He definitely doesn't like Shiloh because how many times I got to tell you that I don't pick you? Like, yeah, Phil is just here playing the game. None of these people are going to be together for real. Like, I just don't see it. But anyway, I guess they're going to see what they can do. And Phil says in his confessional that, he definitely doesn't feel the same way that he did. And I'm like, you didn't like her before. Now you don't like her even more. They are not on the same, they're not on the same wavelength at all. So we have Sabrina and Walter is meeting Sabrina's friend. And she said how another friend couldn't make it. And they're doing, I guess, a Skype or Zoom call with this other friend. Where's her family? She didn't say where her family was or anything. Or did I miss that? Was I not listening? I don't know. But yeah, so he comes in and, Walter always presents well. Y'all, Walter pulled the widower card again. Y'all know whenever he feels like he gotta, really lay it on, he's gonna pull out that card, and he did. The lady asked, so I heard you always date young women, and Sabrina's not a young woman, so how's that working out for you? He goes, oh, she gets my pop references. Okay, haha, that's funny. However, he then says, well, I'm a widower, and had my wife still been alive, she would be Sabrina's age, and I would still be looking at that kind of beauty. Walter knows how to lay it on thick. Thick as Frankie is. Walter know how to lay it on. And he just win everybody over. I think Walter is a player. I'm sorry, I just do. Listen, I came in liking Walter. I did. And I don't dislike him. I just feel like he's a smooth talker. He's a player. He's going to play up whatever works for him. You guys, we have thick ass Frank meeting Sydney's friend, and I think that's interesting that he didn't get to meet the parents and Phil did. She goes on and on about how thick ass Frank is her man. That's her man, but he gets to meet the friend and not the parents. That's interesting. But anyway, the friend asked Frank, so are you dating other women or is she the only one? Something like that. And he's so stupid. He goes, okay, let me tell you. And I just die laughing at him. I'm sorry. I don't even think he be meaning to be funny. He's just funny. But one thing I have to give to Thick Ass Frank is that he's not lying. Like, he's telling everybody that, yeah, I'm seeing this other person. Damn it, it's a show. It's the game. Why are y'all acting like y'all don't know that? But he looked very uncomfortable, but he still kept it real. That's why I like him. So thick ass Frank for the win, you guys. He shuts the friend down pretty much. He's just like, look, we here to talk about Sydney. And then he turns to Sydney and he's like, look, Sydney, it's all about you. And yes, do I like Wig? Yeah, I have a little bit of fun with her or whatever, but I don't want this to end with you. Like, he's laying it on. And then he was like, you know what, I gotta get up out of here. I'm like, I bet you do. But this fool says, yeah, I'm gonna get one of these churros first. When I tell y'all I died, I'm like, keep it real, thick ass Frank. I'm not playing. I like Frank. I do. So in his confessional, he says that, he really likes Sydney. However, she gives him vibes like himself. Like, basically, she's like me. And I don't know that I really want to be with me, basically. And I'm like, oh, I get it. I'm telling you, I get it. And she's talking to her friend, and her friend is just like, listen, he's all touchy-feely and everything, but I'm getting friend vibes. Like, I'm not getting the whole, you guys as lovers type thing. And Sydney's like, oh, really? Really? Are we just friends? And I'm like, oh, she's such an airhead. All right, so nephew Tommy is meeting with the ladies, and Sabrina starts first. She says her friend really did like Walter. Of course she did. You guys are just so perfect, but not going to be together. And you know what? It is unfortunate because to me they really do look cute together. Like, they're a very handsome couple. However, these two are not. They're not going to make it. Then we move on to Sydney, and no, Wig. And she's talking about her friend, her parents meeting Frank, and they really liked him. And Sydney is sitting there rolling her eyes. And I'm like, girl, yeah, I think thick ass Frank like Wig a little bit more than Sydney anyway. So then we move on to Aisha, and of course she's in love with just anybody who'll take her. And I get it, girl. You listen, get what you can, sis. So Sydney is telling about her situation and her 2 dates, and she's talking about how Phil came in with bourbon for her dad and flowers for her and her mom, and they show Shiloh, and she's just looking like whatever. And then we get to her. Okay, Shiloh, she just be looking beat down. Sis, girl, pick yourself up. And she's talking about how she really wanted, she was looking forward to Phil meeting her family, but they didn't get that far. So of course she's telling her story about what happened. And, here we go. So she gets into her story. You guys, I'm sorry. And people can disagree with me. It's fine. But she's putting 20 on 10. Good Lord. I just did not feel comfortable with him meeting my family anymore. And she's looking around and licking her lips like, oh my God. She really was acting like she got beat down or something. To the point where she had to say, listen, I wasn't, afraid for my life. I didn't think he was going to do anything to me. But the fact that he just didn't give me a moment. And I'm like, give you a moment? Girl, it is not that serious. Like, it seemed like y'all were both being dramatic and doing the most that night. You with the storm out and leave me alone, don't touch me. Him chasing you, like it was all too much. And I'm just not buying it. And sorry, don't mean to victim shame or blame or anything, but I just don't feel like she's a victim. She's not a victim of nothing. He picked her up. He carried her the other way. Was it too much? Yes. Then don't date him. Period. So Sydney's in her confessional and she's like, yeah, I don't see that side of him. I don't know. It's kind of hard to believe or whatever. She didn't say she doubted or anything, but she was just like, yeah, I don't see him that way. She did ask if it's okay that she brings it up to him and talk to him about it, which I thought was very nice because normally we just gonna talk to him about it. We just gonna be like, oh, I heard we met with nephew Tommy and she said, So it was very nice that she was like, can I talk to him about it? And Shiloh said, yeah, yeah. So ends up, you guys, just to speed it along. They end up speaking again, and she tells him that she was fearful. And he's like, you felt like I was going to hurt you or was trying to hurt you or something like that? She says, yeah, but not physically, just kind of emotionally. And this and that. Like, she sounds like a goddamn fool. I'm sorry. She just does, especially because of what it's over. All of this is over the fact that he does not want her. Like, that's what it all is. It just boils down to the fact that he didn't have any answer for her. He did not choose her. He did not pick her. That is what all this about. So she says she don't want to date him no more. She eliminates herself. Beautiful. Okay. So next week is the finale. Thank God. Because again, I cannot wait to just get to the freaking reunion. Let's get to the shits. That's what I'm ready for. But if you are still here, you are the real MVP. I appreciate you. If you have not already, please like, comment, subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Smooches.